Oh, it's made for custom cruisers. You can see here you've got your neutral light, your oil light. Okay, when you fire them up, that'll go straight off. You've also got brand new switch in here, all the soldering done. Down here, heat shrink here, new wiring here and here. Need a proper connector here, but I've managed to codge up the old one for now. This is all now insulated going into your switch cover. Okay, so your oil light works. Brake light, as you can see, works, doesn't trip. Okay, your indicators work now without blowing all the fuses. Okay, massive oil leak, unfortunately, down here. Huge. Looks like that thing I was telling you about, you know, the inner primary seal. I might be able to get it in, but not at the moment, to be honest with you. But down here, I've cleaned it all up. Here's some of the oil that was there. Okay, if you remember, I showed you the pulley. Okay, there's still quite a bit on there, but you know, it's you've got to strip all this lot off. It's quite a big job, to be honest with you. You've got to take all the primary off, the clutch off, the lot. This is absolutely knackered. This I've tightened it up as much as I dare, but you can see the splines are knackered. Okay, so we do need a new shifter. Okay, that's all right, but this bit here, I've tightened that nut up, and I'll be honest, if I do it anymore, it's like to shear off, and then you can't get the bugger off. The only thing is, to do this, I've got a horrible feeling I'm gonna have to take the primaries off, but I don't think you're going to get that off without it. There's just not physically enough room before it hits the case. But, you know, I'll give it a go. In fact, no, it won't. So, unfortunately, that is quite a big job. But when you're doing that, you'd normally do your gearbox seal, your shifter seal, which is the one on this here, which, looking at it, that is leaking anyway. You can see where that lever is. There's a shaft there. Okay, that's leaking. Output shaft definitely leaking, which is why everything's covered in oil on the back. I've cleaned it off for the MOT, so hopefully we'll be all right. But this is your old, if you fit mids. Okay, you can see this here. This is if you want to fit mids back on, which I prefer, or boards, okay, instead of these. But apart from that, you know, everything's pretty well ready to go. So when we fire him up, which is a bit awkward one-handed, you should be able to see on see the oil light straight off, which means it's good. And that's obviously with no choke, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I've taken the front cover off, ready for the MOT as well. I've taken the bars off from here because they were too tight. So I've actually disconnected the tyre wraps just for the MOT. This unfortunately is twisted. There's not a lot you can do with that. I tried untwisting it, but it doesn't help at all. It actually makes it worse. It twists it the other way. That's the problem with these bloody Harley lines. You know, they are pre-formed. So really you want a proper braided one on there, to be honest with you. But saying that, the brakes are pretty good. You know, it does come back a fair way. You know, normally that would stop there like on mine, but you know, you have got that extra play if you really grab it. Okay, so braided lines are sort that. That's your knackered switch for your brake, which obviously I've had to take the switches apart, solder one in. And the other one, this is your gearbox switch, which you can see here is absolutely knackered. You know, this shouldn't move at all. You can see this bit wibbles about. Okay, so those I'll keep, you can see them. But apart from that, the oil switch is all right, doesn't need a new one. Okay, we'll get him in for the MOT. So I'll give you a bell later. Okay, let you know how it goes. Thanks.